So now I'm going to talk to you guys about the exchange standards that we have in IPS. So given that IPS is an international organization and certain things vary across cultures, the word quality is something that is not necessarily the same amongst every country. And so as IPSers, we decided that we needed to agree on what we consider to be a quality exchange. And in this case, a quality exchange for us is delivering the following standards to you guys as exchange participants throughout your exchange. So firstly, we have the preparation standards. So some of these are the responsibility of the home entity, some are the responsibility of the host. So the ones that are responsibilities of the home entity are personal goal setting, outgoing preparation, and insurance. And the host entity is responsible for expectation setting, visa and work permit, arrival pickup, and accommodation. So then getting into the experience standards, all of which are the responsibility of the host entity, so IPSEC UK, is first day of work, alignment spaces with opportunity provider, job description, duration, opportunity benefits, and departure support. And then lastly, we have the post-experience standard, which is the responsibility of your home entity, which is a debrief with IPSEC. So now I'm going to get a bit more in depth onto each of these so that you guys understand what is to be delivered to you throughout this experience. Before I get into the details as to what each standard is defined as, I do want to preface by saying that there is a survey available to you guys now on IPSEC.org in which you can let us know whether or not we're delivering these standards to you. So although it's available to you now, you won't be able to answer every single question until your exchange ends. But once it does end, we really encourage you to fill this out so that we are given feedback as to whether or not we're delivering the exchanges that we say we will. And it's also really important for you guys to fill this out because if you do, then you can get a leadership certificate, and you're not able to get this without taking the survey. So it's incentive for you guys to take the survey. It kind of helps you, it helps me, it helps all of IPSEC. So we really do encourage you to take the survey. And the certificate is great because you can even upload it on your LinkedIn and show it to future employers. It basically just says that you went on an IPSEC exchange and you can only get it through IPSEC.org. It's not something that we will kind of create for you otherwise. So getting into the standards. So the first set of standards, the preparation standards, are firstly personal goal setting. So again, this is the responsibility of the home entity, and this can be defined as the home entity has provided a space to the exchange participant for goal setting based on the leadership development assessment results, as well as personal goal setting for if they have goals in addition to the leadership development assessment. So this LDA is again that survey you guys took at the beginning, in which you identified your level of self-awareness, your ability to be solution-oriented, your world citizenship, and your ability to empower others. And so that survey that you'll see on IPSEC.org will ask you, did you define personal goals at the beginning of your experience with the support of IPSEC in home country, wherever that may be? And the options for answers to this are yes, I did virtually, or yes, physically, or no. Secondly, we have outgoing preparation, which is the responsibility of the home entity. And this is defined as the home entity must offer an outgoing preparation seminar before the exchange participant leaves for their internship. The seminar must include at least the following: space to explain IPSEC's purpose, which is the IPSEC way, and the relation with the exchange participant's leadership development, set expectations about how to prepare for travel abroad, exchange product policies explanation and procedures, and the exchange standards explanation. So it's likely that you guys may have kind of already heard this whole spiel about the standards, but I'm going to continue going through it again. And the question that will be asked in the survey is, did IPSEC in home invite you to a preparation seminar before you went abroad? Your options as answers are yes, and I attended, yes, and I didn't attend, or no. And then thirdly, we have insurance, which again is the home responsibility. And this is defined as the home entity ensures that the exchange participant has a valid insurance policy to cover basic medical costs for the duration of the exchange. So the survey question will be, did you have insurance for the period you were on exchange? Options are a simple yes or no. So the fourth preparation standard is expectation setting. This is the responsibility of IPSEC UK, and this can be defined as the host entity has provided the exchange participant with basic information regarding the country or territory of their internship in a written format. This onboarding must include at least the following information: culture, political situation, safety, living standards, home and host context, and accommodation conditions. So the survey question that you'll be asked is, did IPSEC in the UK provide or prepare you with basic information for the destination that you were headed? And the answers are yes or no. The fifth standard is visa and work permit, also the responsibility of ISEC UK, and this is defined as the host entity will provide an invitation letter and supporting documents in the case that a visa is needed for the exchange participant to legally enter and stay in the country or territory and perform the activities stated in the opportunity. The question will be, did you get the documents required by ISEC to get your visa or work permit? And the options for this are yes, no, visa not required, or work permit not required. And for all of you guys, since you're EU citizens, you will be putting number 3, visa not required. And the last one is, this one is also a multiple choice one, so you'll be marking number 3 and number 4 because you also did not need a work permit to do volunteer work here. And then the 6th standard is arrival pickup. Again, ISEC UK is responsible for this, and this is defined as before the exchange participant travels, the host entity and the exchange participant should agree on the pickup point, and the host entity should provide written information on the exchange participant on any domestic transportation required to arrive at this pickup point. So the question will be, was the pickup arrangement communicated before arrival and fulfilled? And the options are yes or no. And the 7th preparation standard is ISEC UK's responsibility, and this can be defined as the accommodation standard conditions and cost during the internship correspond to the information provided on the opportunity. ISEC should either arrange the accommodation for the exchange participant, or when accommodation is not provided, the host entity must support the exchange participant with sources to look for accommodation. Accommodation conditions must include at least the following: a single bed, access to clean water, access to a bathroom, and access to electricity. So the question will be, was the accommodation according to the expectations set with you by ISEC? Yes or no? And the last preparation standard is incoming preparation. So this is again a responsibility of ISEC UK and actually a standard that is being delivered as we speak. And so this is when the host entity must offer an incoming preparation seminar once the exchange participant arrives to the host entity before the internship starts. The seminar must include at least the following: a space to follow up on the exchange participants' personal goals that were defined before they travel, culture, and living standards. And those, we've obviously done one of those 3, and we will get to the other 2 in a few slides from now. So the survey question will be, did ISEC in the UK invite you to attend a preparation seminar at your destination? And the options are yes, and I attended, yes, and I didn't attend, or no. So ideally, you will all be putting number 1 if you are watching this. So getting into the experience standards now. So standard number 9 is first day of work. ISEC UK is responsible for this, and this can be defined as the host entity coordinates and ensures that the exchange participant is physically brought to the place or organization of work on their first day of the internship. The survey question will be, did an ISEC representative assist you on your first day of work? Yes or no? So in this case, the ISEC representative will just be someone at camp. So it will be like your supervisor at camp. Considering that you guys are living on camp, there's really no need for someone from ISEC to physically bring you from one point of camp to the next. So the answer for this one will also be yes, but the ISEC representative will just be a member of staff at camp. And the 10th standard is alignment spaces with opportunity provider. This is, again, the host responsibility. And this is defined as the host entity must ensure that the opportunity provider provides at least one space to align the job description with personal goals at the beginning of the experience, and one space to debrief on the job description and personal goals at the end of the internship. The question will be, did the opportunity provider, so in this case the camp, provide you space to align your job description with personal goals at the beginning and end of your experience? Yes or no? The 11th standard is job description. ISEC UK's responsibility, and this is defined as the job description executed by the exchange participant has to correspond with the job description of the opportunity posted on isec.org and has clearly stated individual responsibilities and goals. The question on the survey will be, were you doing the job description you applied for? And if your job description was different than the one you applied for, were the changes communicated and agreed with you? So the options for answers include yes, my job description was the same as the one I applied for, or no, my job description was not the one I applied for, but changes were communicated and agreed upon, or thirdly, no, my job description was not the one I applied for, nor were the changes in my job description communicated to me and agreed upon. And then we have the 12th standard, working hours, also ISEC UK's responsibility. The working hours related to executing the job description are the same as stated on the opportunity on ISEC.org, taking as a minimum of 35 hours per week for global talent and 25 hours per week at least for global volunteer and global entrepreneur. So in this case, it will be 25 plus hours for you guys. And the question will be, were the working hours of your internship the same stated on the opportunity in the platform, which is ISEC.org? And it's a simple yes or no for this one. The 13th standard, which is duration, is also ISEC-UK's responsibility, and this entails the duration of the experience is the same as stated on the opportunity on ISEC.org, starting from the first day of work to the last day of the internship. The internship lasts from a minimum of 6 weeks to a maximum of 14 weeks for GB. So in this case, your guys' exchange is 8 weeks, and that applies. So the survey question will be, was the duration of your experience the same as stated on the opportunity platform? 1, yes, the duration was the same. No, but I agreed with the changes. Or 3, no, and I never agreed with the changes. The 14th standard, which is opportunity benefits, is also ISEC-UK's responsibility, and this is defined as the host entity ensures all the benefits stated on the opportunity posted in ISEC.org are delivered. Opportunity benefits refer to, but are not limited to, any financial or non-financial compensation during the internship and food or transportation covered. Survey question is, did ISEC in the UK deliver the benefits mentioned in the opportunity description on the platform, if any? Answer options are yes, no, or there were no benefits specified in the opportunity. The 15th standard, which is departure support, is yet again the responsibility of ISEC UK, and this is defined as the host entity has offered in written format on how to depart from the country or territory, legal and logistical specifications at least 2 weeks before the end of the internship or volunteer opportunity. Question is, did ISEC in the UK provide you in a written format the legal, if needed, and logistical procedure on how to leave the country or territory? Yes or no? And the last standard, which is a post-experience standard, meaning that you will have finished your exchange at this point, is debrief with ISEC. And considering that you finished your exchange and you'll have been home at this point, this is the responsibility of the home entity that you are from. And the definition for this is that the home entity must offer a debriefing space to the exchange participant no more than 2 weeks after they finish the experience. This space must include at least the following: the debrief of the leadership experience of the exchange participant, including a space to analyze personal goals achievement and to analyze the delivery of the exchange standards. The question is, did ISEC in your home entity contact you at the end of your experience to arrange a debriefing space of your experience? Options for an answer are yes, and I attended, yes, and I didn't attend, or no. So in addition to the standard survey, you guys will also have the opportunity to take the experience survey upon conclusion of your project. So the experience survey will ask you guys the following questions. Firstly, it will ask, how likely would you recommend the experience you lived through ISEC to a friend or colleague on a scale of 1 to 10? And secondly, how likely would you recommend ISEC as a leadership development organization? And again, this is just really useful information for us to have as ISECers in order to gain feedback and insight as to the kind of experiences that we are delivering to our exchange participants. So this will be accessible to you guys once your exchange ends on ISEC.org.